Jack from B&T MacFarlane, and today we're going over the Kubota LX2610. So let's get into it. Today we're going to do a review on the Kubota LX2610. I will be honest up front, it is one of my personal favorite tractors that Kubota makes. We get a lot of customers asking, where exactly does the LX series fit in Kubota's lineup? So the LX series, it used to be the B50 series, so that was the B2650 and everybody's favorite tractor, the B3350. It fits in between in terms of weight and lift capacities between a B2601, so that's Kubota's B01 series. That's the first line of compact tractors. And then it's just under the L01 series, so it fits just under an L2501 in terms of lift capacity and weight and all those kinds of specs. One of the things that sets the LX series apart from other tractors, you probably notice it right away, it's that cab on the tractor. So it's the first tractor in Kubota's lineup that actually offers a factory cab. This is a huge advantage. This cab, it actually comes with heat, air conditioning, and you can even put a radio in it right from the dealership that syncs up with the cab itself. When you're in that cab, it is a very deluxe experience. Especially up here in Canada, when you get the snowstorms, when you get the freezing rain, it's awesome to be inside of that heated cab and not have to worry about putting on your snowmobile suit to go out and blow some snow in your driveway. The only thing coming in the first complaint with this line of tractors is the LX3310. So if you Google B3350 problems from Kubota, you're going to come up with thousands of forums and thousands of posts of complete nightmare stories of people dealing with the emissions issues on this B3350. So any tractor above 26 horsepower, it does have to have some kind of emission controls. They went with the DPF filter on that, and for whatever reason, the regeneration system and the emissions controls did not work on the B3350, and that's kind of steered people away from the LX3310. I will give Kubota credit, it has come a long way since the B3350, but personally we had one of these at our house, the LX3310, last winter, and there were some days when it got into the -20s that the tractor refused to start without the aid of a block heater. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're shopping for one of these tractors. The LX2610, it is the preferred tractor in this lineup, and you will have awesome results with this tractor. We get a lot of people asking, why would you choose an LX series tractor over an L01 series tractor? The LX series tractor, it's gonna have a little bit less lift capacity. It's gonna have a little bit less weight, little less pulling power. What it comes down to is the features on the operator station and the features of the tractor itself. If you at any time feel that you're going to need a mid-PTO, whether that be for mowing grass or for blowing snow with any kind of front attachments, the LX series tractor is the one that's going to be right for you. If you go up to the L01 series, you're not going to be able to have a mid-PTO, which means you're limited to only rear implements on those tractors. Where your LX tractor, you have the advantage. You can run a front snowblower with the cab on this tractor. It is an unbelievable experience and works very, very well. The LX tractor, it is also offered in a ROPS model. It comes with all the great features, the mid-PTO and the very deluxe operators platform that the cab model does come with, except it just does not come with that cab and comes with the ROPS model. So if you live in a warmer climate, then the cab option may not be needed and you can put that money towards more implements or better implements for your tractor. So we're going to start up front with the front loader, looking it over. So from Kubota, you have the LA535. This tractor, it's going to lift at about 1,000 pounds to about 7 feet in the air, which is pretty healthy numbers for a tractor of this size. We send them all with a skid steer style front quick attach. There's a couple different bucket options you can put on this tractor too. You can put a 54-inch wide bucket. The one that's on it now is actually a 66-inch wide bucket. This is more of a light material bucket if you're just using it for snow or for some light dirt work. From Kubota, the performance matched one is actually that 54-inch bucket, so that's generally what we see them get sent out with. So now we're going to hop up in the cab and take a look at what you guys are probably waiting for. When you first step in the cab, you're going to notice it is a very deluxe experience. It's an awesome cab to be in from Kubota. They've done a fantastic job designing this cab. When you first step in, you're going to notice the flat floor with the rubber floor mat. That's going to help to keep some of the vibrational noise down when you're actually using the tractor. Over on your side by the camera, that's going to be your high, low, medium range. So this tractor, it is a compact tractor. It does have 3 proper ranges. The high range, it's going to be traveling from point A to point B. The medium range, that's going to be any kind of snow blowing, mowing, any kind of general work that you have to do around your property. And the low range, that's going to be any kind of heavy lifting loader work or any kind of hauling that you have to do out of the bush. Over there as well, so any switch labeled in yellow, that's going to be PTO controls. As you can see over there, you have your mid PTO as well as your rear PTO. You have controls for both of those as well as your on-off switch. And over on this side, you do have depth control on your 3-point hitch. If you're operating a box scraper or a grading scraper, you're actually able to select the height at which your 3-point hitch sits. Over here, you actually do have a selectable cruise control as well, which is a very nice feature, especially when you're mowing long straights of grass or blowing long straights of snow. So it is nice to have as well. Another thing about these tractors too that's an advantage over the LO1 series is the position of the loader stick. So it's in a nice ergonomic spot where you're not reaching forward in front of yourself. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but having armrest and this stick in this position can actually help with a lot of operator fatigue when you're using this tractor all weekend or all day when you're doing your tasks. Up on the dash here, you do have some nice features. So the first one you're going to notice, it's going to be a yellow switch, and that's going to be your parked PTO switch. So if you have a wood chipper on the back, you can actually press this button and allow you to continuously use the PTO while you're not sitting in the seat. Some other tractors, they have a switch underneath the seat that disengages the PTO on the rear when you actually get up from the seat. This being a cab tractor, if you press that button, you're able to run PTO implements on the back when you're not sitting in the seat. This tractor here, it also has front and rear windshield wipers. It comes with a radio as well as rear defrosters. So for a Canadian winter, when it builds up with snow and ice, it is nice to actually see behind you. This tractor, like a lot of the other tractors, it does have 4-wheel drive with a rear differential lock. It is one of the first tractors in Kubota's lineup as well that offers the split brakes. So if you're advanced enough and you can get into some of that fancy techniques, you can use the split brakes on the left and the right hand side in order to make those tighter turns on your rows that you're making. So now that we've covered the inside of the cab, let's hop onto the back and take a look what's back there. Now around the back of the tractor, one thing I forgot to mention about this cab is it does come with rear and front LED work lights. That is a very nice feature to have, especially the LED ones when you're working late at night. They're very, very bright and will pretty much light up your entire property. A thing about the back here, you're going to be looking at the 3-point hitch. You do have a deluxe style 3-point hitch. That is a huge bonus moving up to the LX series tractor, even over your B series or your LO1 series. Instead of having that turnbuckle design, adjusting it and fighting with it, and then everything rusts, and then you have to get a screwdriver out, and it's just a whole process. You do have the pin system, and then down here, there is a nice adjustable 3-point hitch that you can move in and out with just a flip of a latch. One complaint I do have about the LX series tractor is Kubota does not send them with the standard set of rear remotes. They are an option, and I really wish that Kubota, being a premium tractor and this being as deluxe as it is everywhere else, I wish they would just come with the rear remotes from factory, especially with the amount of rear snowblower implements that we send with these, being the hydraulic deflection and hydraulic rotation. I really wish that those came from factory. But other than that, the 3-point hitch, it's a very good one, and it is a deluxe one to have. So the last thing we're going to look at today is going to be the tire choice on the LX2610. There are a couple options. This tractor right here, it does have R4 industrial tires. You can get turf tires on these, you can get R14 tires on these as well, but there's even a further selection that you can get on these as well. You can get oversized tires that bring it up more into the size of a LO1 series tractor. These are actually the standard tires that come with it. The larger tires, the only disadvantage with them is it does not allow you to run a mid-mount mower on them. So these tires being a little bit lower to the ground, you're able to run that mid-PTO mower deck underneath the tractor. Once you opt for those bigger tires, you're limited to what mid-PTO attachments you can run with. The bigger tires, you're not limited to running a front snowblower, it is just that mower deck. That's all we have for you guys today on the LX2610. I hope you guys learned a thing or two and enjoyed the video. Again, if you liked the video, remember to comment and subscribe. And if you need help with parts, service, or sales, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thanks for watching.